do that, we go to julin.io and sign in. This is our platform. On the left side, you have the signal library, equities. You click, and then here you have signals in different categories. For example, if I go to accruals and click here, I have current operating working capital, the change in that, and I have description of it, the citation in the literature, a summary of that paper. You have also the original sample that is used to test this idea and the relationship that this signal has to the average returns. And then here you have a detailed description of its calculation. Now, let's go on and build up a portfolio together. So I can go on and let's say I want to invest with Momentum, right? So I type Momentum and here is my signal, price Momentum. And I go on and drag and drop this signal here. Now, these signals, well, if you click on it, you can read more about it. And here you can set it up the way you want it. Okay, nice. And let's set up our equities, right? So what assets and what characteristic we want to choose. So here is my equities. I just connected these two. I can go on and set up my backtesting characteristics here, or I can click here. So let's just click here. Here I can choose my asset universe, right? Here you can like search between the countries. So Canada, I can choose that. And you can select Australia, any other country that you want. And here you can read about it, right? So what's the exchange, how many stocks it has, what's its market cap, yeah. Now, next we have the training period. Here we're not training anything, right? So we're not going to use a model for now. So I'm going to choose, let's say 5, and the minimum. Then you can decide whether you want to invest on, let's say, very small stocks, right? Those are the stocks that, well, probably you don't want to invest on nano stocks, as we call them, right? You can also remove micro stocks. And then you can choose your factor models and then the factor region, right? And then I can go on and, well, drag my portfolio strategy and just connect these two. And the portfolio that I'm going to build is equal and value-weighted portfolios. And well, let's say we want to choose 10 beams, right? 10 deciles. You can also change these. You want to read about it, you can read it here. And let's do something else with Momentum. Let's limit our stocks to top 20 stocks. So I'm going to invest on top 20 stocks based on the price momentum in each of these portfolio bins. Great. And then I'm going to select the names and you click run strategy. And then it goes on and run it for you. Let's go back to the strategy builder. I have more things to show you. So here we also have a strategy library. These are like the strategies that we already built and we keep building more, right? So these are right now US focused, right? And here you can search for, let's say I want a strategy based using asset growth, right? These are the strategies that use asset growth. And let's say I'm interested in asset growth 1 year, right? So I click on this strategy. These are already run. So these are already processed. You can go to the strategy analysis and look at the performance. But here you can look at the characteristics that it has, right? Different, you have a description of the strategy. So I click plus and boom, I have the strategy here. Now I can go on and change it, change the values, or let's make it more interesting. Let's mix it with momentum. Okay, so I'm going to bring momentum here. And then I'm going to also cancel this simple average and bring in, let's say, decision tree. I'm going to train these signals using decision trees, ML model. And then I'm going to connect all of these. And I'm going to call it asset growth model. Let's run it. Let's look at the results. So we go to the strategy analysis, and here we should have the results. Yeah, here, simple momentum strategy 125. I click on this and let's look. This is our strategy that we designed together. This is the characteristics we're investing in the US and also in Canada. And here are equal weighted results. First of all, this is the description that we wrote, right? And here is the data preparation. Just for you to know how the data are prepared, you can just read through it. Yeah. And you can look at, you're looking now at equal weighted results. This is the Sharpe ratio, the average return, the CAPM alpha. These are all annualized. Again, the Sharpe ratio is also annualized. On the left side, you have the, let's say, long, like different, we build 10 portfolios, right? So you can go and look at the short. And here we're looking at the long, and then you go on, we're looking at cumulative log return, cumulative return, and then here we have the value weighted results, the performance of the strategy, and cumulative return. And then here we have summary statistics. On the left side, you can just click and go through this. And we're looking at the risk adjusted return, equal weighted, value weighted. And if you remember, we limit this to, I think, 20 stocks. So it tells you how much you should invest for the next month on each of these stocks. And this is equal weighted and value weighted. And here, if you're interested to see the weights, like literally how much you invest on each asset in each portfolio in different time period, here you can look at. Here we also have signal world. So let's say we were interested to see what is the top momentum stock right now in Toronto Stock Exchange, right? So I'm gonna go to momentum, click here. Here it tells me a description about momentum signal. I just choose Toronto Stock Exchange and then click here. Yeah, but first let's see. So Toronto Stock Exchange, this is a summary statistic. And here, let's say I go to July, right? So the last date that we have is July. Stock has the highest momentum, is on the top decile, right? And then you can see the other stocks and how much momentum signal value they have. And here is the signal value over time. Then we have also the factor benchmark. We built factors for different MSI development regions and also countries. And we are looking at 5 factors. And here is the factor construction. This is a step-by-step of how, basically tells you how these factors are constructed. And one last thing is basically looking at the last portfolio that we built. Let me see if, yeah, asset growth momentum. This is what we train. I think we use decision tree, decision tree. And yeah, it seems that it's doing okay in equal weighted terms. So 3%, the TS stats seems, yeah, not that significant. Okay, yeah, this is it.